Hey everyone, Dan McKenzie here with the McKenzie Law Firm. We are a law firm in Denver, Colorado, specializing in estate planning, estate administration, and small business counsel. And I just want to make a video today to expand on a point that I made in an interview I did earlier this week. The interviewer asked me a question that I think she thought was a pretty easy softball for me to smack out of the park with a very obvious answer. And that question was, is estate planning simple? Is it something that's people can do quickly? And if you look at all the marketing that estate planning attorneys do, and some of those services that you're seeing kind of popping up online about offering people a way to fill in forms on the internet and create their own estate plan, all of them emphasize how simple estate planning is and how you can do it in 15 minutes or maybe a little bit more than that, but it's not something that really takes very long. And I kind of thought about it for a second before answering, and I said, actually, no, no, it's not simple. From a customer service perspective, our law firm certainly tries to make sure that it's manageable, that we're making sure that we've identified the issues that people need to think about, and that we've given them their options, and that we're very clear with them on what they need to decide, and kind of narrowed that down and given them some thoughts on here's how a lot of people do it and what we see, and what, to make sure that they're just not feeling like they got to invent everything from scratch. But in fact, once we go back and do our work, I mean, there's probably more than 100 questions we're answering every time we put together an estate plan in the background. We take what our clients tell us, and then we've got some decisions to make. But there's very complicated tax considerations, even though the estate tax right now doesn't affect a lot of people. There's capital gains tax, there's income tax, there's tax for the decedent, there's tax for the estate, there's different tax laws for things that are given to spouses versus children. There are different rules about retirement accounts than there are for other assets. Those rules are different for spouses than for other people again. When we administer estates out of this office, I mean, it's just a constant volley back and forth between us here, but with questions about decisions that people are making. Is it a good idea to sell this house in this circumstance to this buyer for this price? Is it a good idea to loan this beneficiary this money right now before we're ready to distribute the estate? Do we have a tax return to file for an estate tax? Is there a reason to do that even though there's no estate tax due? I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And every day, I'm reading something or doing something to try and bump up my knowledge. And every day I think I'm encountering things that are different than any client I've had before. So it's just a constant learning process for me. So the idea that somebody can pop in, do an estate plan in 20 minutes and have that be really adequate is very minimal. And the challenge that you face when you're putting together your estate plan is that the requirements are really low. I mean, you can do it really quickly and really, really easily, but that doesn't mean you have an estate plan that's actually going to work or help your family or keep people from disagreeing with each other. I always tell people, you can take out a napkin and write down on that napkin what you want to have happen. And in Colorado, that's a holographic will, right? That's a will in your handwriting, and it can be legally effective. And so that would take you less than 15 minutes. That might take you 2. And we actually had clients come in one time who had some stuff written on a cocktail napkin. I was like, yeah, that might actually be legally effective. So, you can trick yourself into thinking you've done something really good and have a plan that has, full of gaps, full of inconsistencies, full of problems that you're not going to ever know about. Your family's going to find out about them if a situation arises where that thing is needed. So I think the message needs to be this is not simple, right? This is there's a reason people are trained to do this. We can keep it manageable for you, and we certainly want to do that and want to make you feel like you're doing something that you can handle. But at the end of the day, there's more to it than it seems. It's one of those things. So if we can be helpful to you, we're happy to talk. Again, we're the McKenzie Law Firm in Denver, Colorado. We're at themckenziefirm.com, and our phone number is 303-578-2745. And hopefully this got you thinking a little bit, and maybe we can help. Thank you.